Hello and welcome to All-CAW Wrestling's Extreme Measures 2017. This is part one of a three-parter.
Hooray!
I'm the Big Daddy D, and I once dressed up like a heron and staged a rooftop protest in which I flung eggs down the chimney. When bystanders asked me what point I could possibly be making, my only reply was to drop my trousers and look sad.
And I'm the Little Daddy E, and my interesting fact is that I know why Bray Wyatt is having an affair with JoJo.
Oh really? Why is that?
Well, you see, Bray Wyatt's a big guy, correct?
He is a big guy, yes.
So he obviously knows how to eat.
He is the eater of worlds. And also a vag.
Anyway, first match of the night.
I'm just saying, Jojo, of all the good-looking men that you've got on the WWE roster, you have to pick one that's married and who just so happens to look like a reject from Duck Dynasty. As we see Elsa making her way out here to the ring, to the Japanese heavy metal version of Let It Go.
Goddamn weirdos.
But it's also non-copyright infringing, so fuck you, YouTube. Yeah. Yes, the Snow Queen Elsa is making her way out here. We're gonna have ourselves a 6-women ladder match for the Amazon title. Current Amazon League champion Melina is going to defend her title against Black Widow, Elsa, Rogue, Harley Quinn, and the Pink Power Ranger. And it's guaranteed to be a better ladder match than what SmackDown put out recently. Spoiler alert, this match is not going to be won by a man without a chin. And then hastily redone a few nights later. Oh, we fucked up royally there, didn't we?
With an equally unconvincing ending.
Yes.
Like, how the hell did Carmella beat Elle? Like everyone else in that match.
And Harley Quinn now making her way out here, hot leather, hot pants and all.
This entrance seems to be slightly similar to no, but it's different.
There doesn't seem to be a right lot of variety in entrances for female creative wrestlers on this game.
But it's because I thought no one had ever made them.
Although the whole skip into the ring thing does suit Harley Quinn, I must say. See, her boyfriend, I suppose you could call him that, the Joker, will be in action later on tonight, defending his YouTube title in another ladder match against The Flash. And the Joker's tag team partner in the Sons of Arkham and current World Heavyweight Champion Bane will be defending his title against Batman in a Gotham City Street Fight.
Hooray!
You see, the fight will begin in Gotham City, but it has to finish in the ring.
Also, we're in Gotham City for this event, I guess.
Yes, we are.
Sure.
So if ever at any point in this event the words Tampa, Florida pop up on screen, just ignore those. As we see, oh my god, what belt is this?
Oh god! Oh yeah, we changed the belts around, didn't we?
Yes, this is for our Randomness Rules League that we do, where we pick people at random using the random button and we use whatever weird random titles we could find on community creations. And that monstrosity that Rogue is currently wearing around her waist is the Randomness Rules Women's Championship. It's the SpongeBob Imagination title.
Oh, you haven't seen the tag team one. That was the...
Oh yes, the Jello pudding one.
Oh god, no.
In fact, let's do a quick poll. I can prove that All-CAW Wrestling is the best TV programme ever.
Right.
Okay? So, make your vote out of these 4 popular programmes. Which one is best? All-CAW Wrestling.
Right.
Jim will fix it.
Oh.
The Cosby Show.
Oh.
Or Rolf's Cartoon Club. I think you'll find All-CAW Wrestling will get the most votes. Thank you very much.
And therefore it's the best show out there.
It is the best show out there. As we see the Pink Ranger making their way out here to the ring. All of her, well, some of her fellow Rangers will be in action here tonight. The White Ranger will take on Drax the Destroyer for the hardcore title over on the Showdown brand.
They will indeed.
And also the Red Ranger will take on current global champion Donkey Kong for the World Championship.
So let's just hope you're not fatally allergic to Power Rangers.
Yes, there's going to be a lot of Power Rangers on this episode.
Oh, show. It's got a big show.
Where's the big show? Would this be a good time to put the title graphic on?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
There it is, and there they are. Don't they all look wonderful?
Are you talking about the title graphic or Melina's tits?
Speaking of Melina's tits, she's making her way out here now. She is the current Amazon League champion, and goodness me, look at those things go. I mean, look at that belt. Wow.
2K, you didn't need to add in Dead or Alive physics. Seriously.
They fucking did anyway.
We liked the game before. Stop making every fighting game weird.
Yes. Well, you see, this is why I can never play Dead or Alive, because I like to play video games naked, and I don't want people to get the wrong idea when they walk in and catch me. Then that's fine, I don't want to play Dead or Alive. No one does, it's tedious softcore fantasy porn for orb fetishes. Is that Roger Helmer in the crowd?
Oh.
And they right, they're kicking things off here. Right, guaranteed, this will be a better match than the SmackDown Women's match, I promise you.
Maybe.
Although with 6 creative wrestlers in there, in a creative arena, don't be surprised if there's a bit of slowdown at some point in the match, because even though this is on Xbox One, it does find a bit of a job to cope, as I found out when I was recording this bloody match.
Because 2K don't like making games.
That's right. Well,
what? Oh.
Yes, you might see a few close-up shots there, just to make it a little bit more interesting. As we see Rogue and Melina scrapping it on the outside, and Melina's introduced into the ring post there, by God.
And we kind of have to do it close up because like the camera's always really zoomed out. Oh, there's a DDT.
And there's a punch to the face from Harley to Elsa. Meanwhile, Black Widow's trying to climb the ladder outside of the ring. That's weird.
For no apparent reason.
And Elsa's got hold of Harley Quinn. Looks like she's going to give her... Oh, I think she was going to give her a Scorpion Death Drop type move, but Harley reverses that into a suplex.
I think Rachel was sent over the stairs.
Yes, which has got lightning on them.
Because it's cool.
What do you think of this arena then? I've not overdone it quite as much with the logo this time.
Still put logos everywhere, but at least it's more than one.
Yes.
That was a bit of slowdown right there.
Yes. Yeah, even though I don't understand it if this was on Xbox 360, but it's like it's on Xbox One and it's still slowing down. It's like, come on, 2K, what are you playing at here?
You'd honestly think that would have optimised the games by now. I'm pretty sure they didn't even happen like Here Comes the Pain.
No.
On PS2.
No.
Doesn't even happen in Backyard Wrestling.
It does not. And we see Harley Quinn walking around with a ladder for some reason. She's not really doing anything with that. And Melina's got hold of Rogue. Oh, and Harley Quinn's just getting in the way. Look, just put it in the ladder. Just put the ladder in the ring because you're just getting in everyone's way there.
Decide what you're doing.
For goodness sake, right. And Elsa with an atomic drop right on the rump there of Harley Quinn. As we see Rogue getting sent into the ring. Meanwhile, Black Widow slides in, as does the Pink Ranger, and everyone's back in the ring again.
Hooray!
We don't have to do any more awkward cutaways.
No, Melina, stay in the ring. There we go.
Melina can't decide what she wants to do. And the ladder falls out of the ring.
Start making a zoom out the camera.
No, and Rogue has thrown the ladder out of the ring for some bizarre reason. It's like, no, you kind of need that to win this match, you silly cow.
Do you not know how to wrestle?
You're not doing the right lot for Southern stereotypes, I have to say. As Black Widow pulls out another ladder, and we see Elsa and Harley Quinn still going at it. That sounds like some fan fiction. Oh. Icebreaker! Just nailed it with the icebreaker right in the corner of the ring there.
But unfortunately, you can't do pinfalls to win this match.
No, but she did deliver a nice leg drop there. Meanwhile, Insecurity there from the Pink Ranger to Melina. Meanwhile, Rogue scoops up Black Widow and gives her the sack of shit slam there.
Oh.
Because she kind of throws her away like a sack of shit.
Yeah, I just kind of go,
yes, it's the SOS.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, nice backflip kick there. Backflip kick? A sort of Matrix-like manoeuvre. And a tornado DDT! Oh, God, onto the ring apron.
Ninja.
Yes, because as we all know, all ninjas do tornado DDTs. Floater DDTs.
Yeah. Back in the days of feudal Japan, would find a samurai warrior dead on the ground. How did he die? He was given a DDT.
Right.
Dig off.
Suplex there from Rogue onto Elsa. And Black Widow with a big kick there to the face of Harley Quinn.
Very slow kick.
A very slow kick there. Well, hang on a minute. Rogue's got hold of the Black Widow.
And
gives her a choke slam. I'd say Rogue is the strongest one out of these 6 women here due to her superhuman strength. And look at that, Elsa with a running power slam onto Harley Quinn. Shades of the British Bulldog and Braun Strowman. Ronnie the Strowman.
No, it's not even Christmas.
No.
It's like months off. Speaking of which, having this discussion today. Nightmare Before Christmas, is that a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
It is both.
That's confusing!
It is a film you can watch at Halloween and at Christmas.
People say it's more of a November film.
Which is probably why they made a film like Rise of the Guardians, so that you could watch it at Easter and at Christmas and whenever you lose a tooth.
Yeah, but I mean, it mostly occurs around Christmas, so I don't even know. I don't even know, man.
And then the sequel, Guardians of the Galaxy, well, it just got really confusing then.
Oh, I don't even know. Although there's that whole thing, Guardians of the Ghoul, the thing with the owls.
Yes.
How's it even featuring?
Yes, at one point, all of the characters become fucking owls, and it's like, right, this is a really confusing series. As Melina pulls Rogue in for a nice, long, lingering kiss of death.
Oh, God.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, let me just get my hands back on the table where you can see them.
Yeah, you better. Oh, God.
And looks like Melina is about to go for the coup de grace. Oh, God!
Oh, no!
But Rogue rolls out of the way. You see, that's canon because she does have a move like that in the game. And, whoa, that Elsa doing her best Rob Van Dam impression. Doing a Van Daminator there onto Harley Quinn, who was draped over the ringside apron, ringside barricade thingy.
Oh, my.
God almighty. Well, I mean, I think Harley Quinn may have the advantage going in because she did score the pinfall in the 6 women tag team match featuring these 6 Amazons back on episode 6 of Warzone, which was on the 17th of June.
Oh, by the way,
God! Whoa!
Huge Hurricane Rana from the top row.
It was also Hurricane Rana, as we see the Pink Ranger going for a big swing and Harley with a splash onto Elsa. All this action taking place at once. Yes, Harley Quinn did get the pinfall there in that 6 women tag team match, but that was a tag team competition. Here, it's every Amazon for themselves, and why do you keep throwing the ladders out of the ring?
Just stop.
You need those. Trust me.
How long do you want this match to go on for?
Looks at running time. Oh, shit.
I've not seen the running time for this one.
Don't worry, there is another match in this.
Oh, thank God.
It's not just this match for however long this run time is, which I won't show you.
We're about 12 minutes so far.
12 minutes of pure action, and ladders getting chucked about.
I mean, at least a solid 5 minutes of it was intros.
Yes.
There was that one solid minute of you just saying splink.
No, I didn't. I'm not putting splink in again.
No.
The subscriber count drops every time we do that.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no! Here it is! No!
Don't!
Splink! 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 Splink!
And there we go. We'll never reach that 9,000 subscriber limit or whatever.
God damn it, Doctor Who!
Stop ruining everything!
Fuck you, Wurzel Gummidge!
Up to and including your own show.
Yes. Oh, why do these things keep happening?
Because we have running jokes and they're not funny.
Yes. Anyone who's new to the series will probably just think to themselves, what the fuck was that?
Oh.
And Elsa, finally someone's going to try and climb up the pissing ladder. Right, Elsa's got the advantage now. She's the only one to think about climbing up the ladder. But the Pink Ranger stops her with a powerbomb. And there's a nice suplex there from Melina to the Pink Ranger. Right, I'd say Elsa's got the advantage. She's the only one that's got any common sense, unlike Black Widow, who decided to elbow drop a fucking ladder. That was clever, Scarlett Johansson, you silly cow.
You're supposed to be a master spy and a robot assassin. Just get your shit together. Get all the bag and put it somewhere just so it's together.
This is the worst decision you've made since the Ghost in the Shell live-action movie. And there was a nice basement drop kick there from the Pink Ranger to Elsa, and Black Widow's been sent out of the ring. And Melina decides to follow her. You're going to knock up your knees jumping out the ring like that, love. And whoa, look at this! Black Widow spinning round and round and round. When will she stop? No one goes. Oh, God, drives her head into the floor there. That's okay. She's used to having something hard banging against her head.
Stop!
Sorry, was that deeply inappropriate?
Yes.
Hooray!
It's so funny, though.
And Elsa smacks Black Widow over the head with the ladder, and now she goes to set up the ladder.
And then completely ignores it.
Completely ignores it entirely there.
Good AI there, 2K.
Well, let's wonder if the AI will improve at all in the next 2K game. We've found out that Seth Rollins is on the cover of 2K18, and there's a nice Hurricane Runner there from the Black Widow to the Pink Ranger. And the pre-order bonus this time is Kurt Angle.
Oh, it's not like he's in like every other game.
Well, he hasn't been in the game for a while. He hasn't been in the game for a long time. People seem to forget he was in TNA for about 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
And they are not one. There isn't one version of Kurt Angle. No. There are two versions. You know, just like when you had the pre-order of Sting and the pre-order of the Terminator. You have Kurt Angle with hair.
Oh,
And Kurt Angle without hair.
oh man.
Can you contain the excitement?
Oh, barely.
Now, I've had a look at some of the other bits and pieces that's going on with 2K18. Apparently there's going to be a completely reworked graphics engine, so it'll look better than this. Hopefully they'll do something about the slowdown that occurs in 6 women's ladder matches in custom arenas.
Oh, you haven't seen the PC part of this. It still just crashes when you're driving 6-man matches.
Oh dear.
It's bad.
Apparently there's going to be new lighting, skin, camera and texture effects.
Yeah.
Ooh. They're finally changing the commentators. No longer is it going to be Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler, although they did change it a little bit with this one because they brought in JBL. But this time it's going to be Michael Cole, Byron Saxton, and Corey Graves. Yay! Which means no more Jerry Lawler.
Yay!
Thank fuck for that.
Oh.
Also, Lillian Garcia will no longer be the ring announcer, it'll be JoJo. When she's not busy getting suckled down by the Eater of Worlds, of course.
Being eaten up by the Eater of Worlds.
Also, Universe Mode will be expanded to cover 205 Live and the more frequent pay-per-views that go on, you know, because we seem to have one every 2 fucking weeks now. Storylines will overlap across all the different shows now, across Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live and NXT.
5 Live.
Creator of Video is going to be back, so I'm guessing that can be used for creating Titantrons, which was last seen in WWE 13.
Well, okay, Pink Ranger set up a ladder and then fecked off.
And then jumped out of the ring, that's clever.
Yay.
Rogue sends Black Widow in slow motion into the corner. What is this, a John Woo flick?
And we're going to go for something cool and top rope based.
I think so. Let's just see what Rogue decides to give us. Oh god, it's going to be the sack of shit off the top rope. Good God Almighty.
It would be cool if it was into the ladder, but this game has no physics at all.
Nope.
So it's kind of nudged to the side.
Also, you know how... hang on a minute. Slingshot powerbomb to Elsa on the outside. And Rogue with a power slam there to the Black Widow. Yes, you know how in these games it's just been 6-man matches all the time. You know, whether it's Royal Rumble... or a ladder match or a tag team match. The maximum amount of people you can have in the ring at once is 6.
Yeah.
And it's been like that for ages.
Yeah.
They're finally going to increase that.
Oh boy, how many?
8.
Oh, okay.
For the first time in bloody ages, you're finally going to have 8-man match types to go with. Tag team matches, battle royals, you know, which is about bloody time. Which makes me wonder if we do King of Trios again.
King of Quads.
It'll have to be King of Quartets.
No, King of Quads.
King of Quads.
Every day is leg day.
King of Quads, and it's a picture of Kevin Nash.
Oh.
So yeah, might have to consider a pre-order. Although I would like to see, if there's one thing I'd like to see return, it would be create a story, as we've actually gone back to 2K14 a couple of times just for that. As we see Melina planting another kiss of death there onto Rogue. I think she's had a few of those now. Oh, and Melina gets chucked straight on top of the ladder there by Rogue. Good God Almighty. This has been a brutal ladder match. You know what else has been brutal?
What?
TNA in general.
Oh God.
Well, first of all, let me just build onto that. Hang on, as we see Elsa with a DDT onto the ring apron down to the Pink Ranger. That is the hardest part of the ring out there.
And now Pink Ranger's down, and so's Black Widow, both down on the outside now.
Yes, we can actually talk. Well, WWE actually feel comfortable about talking about TNA. We saw the Kurt Angle.
Did you see the ladder just then? It just flew off.
The ladder just flew and just landed next to JBL, who just completely no sells.
Almost killed him.
Almost killed by ladder. It's like, oh, I suppose I better get up now. So we saw the Kurt Angle Homecoming documentary on the WWE Network, which amazingly includes Dixie Carter being interviewed and TNA being mentioned. But I suppose there's no harm in mentioning TNA on WWE programming anymore because TNA now no longer exists.
At all.
One thing we didn't get round to talking about last week was the big news that TNA/Impact Wrestling have now merged with Global Force Wrestling.
How long does it go for like change the logo and everything? The big blue fecking owl?
The big blue fecking owl, yes.
Well,
Well,
like
the owl is still in place because it is still all owned by Anthem Entertainment. But TNA Impact is no more. The company is now called Global Force Wrestling.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that makes sense, because whilst TNA was basically a poison brand, at least it was a brand, Global Force Wrestling wasn't even a glorified indie. Oh, and there's another RVD impersonation there, this time by the Pink Ranger. So, yeah, people would say that Jeff Jarrett's quite a suave businessman. I would say that he's a bloody carny. Because he had that thing going with Global Force Gold, which was nothing more than a pyramid scheme, which people twigged onto very quickly, and for some reason the Global Force Gold website is now down. Here's a quick clip of Jeff Jarrett trying to sell his gold.
Hey, this is Jeff Jarrett, and welcome to GlobalForceGold.com.
Silly Jeff Jarrett.
You fucking carny. So yeah, great way to celebrate the 15th anniversary of TNA. By essentially killing it off. But yeah, 15 years of TNA. How is that even possible?
I don't even know.
The mind boggles. I mean, by rights, it should have closed down after the first year. It was only the Carters putting money in that kept TNA going beyond its first year, and from what I can gather, Dixie Carter's had a bit of a falling out with her mum and dad, because basically her little wrestling company that mummy and daddy essentially bought for her has cost them a fucking fortune. But that is it now. TNA is now officially dead. Won't be long, I'm sure, before Jeff Jarrett sorts out a job for his old mate Vince Russo, and then the Earth will explode. Or Jim Cornette will. That is if Jim Cornette hasn't already exploded upon finding out that both he and Dixie Carter were on a WWE-produced documentary together. Yes.
Yay.
I'm telling you, Corny and Russo, book that shit, tennis racket on a pole match. Needs to be done.
It'll be perfect. Is it Jim Cornette still looking at Starbucks though?
No, that's Tony Schiavone.
Ah.
Who ordered the latte?
Here comes the latte.
I'm sure we've made that joke already, but
Probably.
you know what? Who cares? And there's a nice basement dropkick there, slingshot basement dropkick there from the Pink Ranger to Harley Quinn, and Melina's just going apeshit with that ladder, just beating the shit out of people with it.
But it doesn't work because you can't hit people while they're in the middle of the grabs.
But you know,
For some reason.
you sort of think it's a new, well, it's essentially a new company now. Everything's going to be okay now, isn't it?
Right.
Because Global Force Wrestling have got a great person to be their champion and thus the face of the company.
Oh boy, who is it?
Alberto Del Rio, who this week got drunk and tweeted about challenging Triple H, the Usos and the New Day to a fight.
Yay!
Somebody please take his mobile phone off him when he's had a drink.
I wonder if that's police still up. It's probably been taken down.
Probably is. Also, he's actually now under investigation for a domestic violence incident, to the point where Global Force Wrestling have actually had to suspend him. Yes, suspend their own champion.
Oh god.
And it's not as if they could just take the belt off him. Whoa, look at that! Mid-air! Axe handle was countered into a brogue kick there from Black Widow. Good God almighty, but Elsa just completely no-sold that and sent Black Widow to the steel stairs. Okay. No-sold that. Oh my God move, why don't you?
Meanwhile, Melina's been thrown to the outside by the Pink Ranger.
And the Pink Ranger's just going to stomp on her for a bit.
Oh.
Oh God, Elsa's set into the bloody ring barricade. Good God almighty.
Just smashing her face against it.
So yeah, there's no word on whether or not Paige was involved in this domestic violence incident, but her family seems to think so, as recent tweets have stated. Now, this isn't the first time that the Knight family has expressed concern over their daughter's relationship with the man now known as Alberto El Patron, even though they've continued to do business with him, believe it or not. Alberto is actually the current undisputed World Heavyweight Champion for the promotion that Paige's father, Ricky Knight, owns and runs, which is WAW, World Association of Wrestling, which is based in Norwich. Wow! Which is based in Norwich. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you don't approve of the guy, but he's currently your undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. The tweets also mention Paige's previous relationship with Brad Maddox, during which the stolen photos and videos of Paige, which were released online earlier this year without her consent, were created. So, you know, that wasn't me pointing out that it was Brad Maddox that was responsible for those. It was the Knight family pointing that out. So yeah, it's not looking good. I mean, to be honest with you, I really hope that Alberto doesn't turn into another Jimmy Snooker or another Chris Benoit, you know, because the last thing I want to hear with Paige in the news is that she's basically become another Nancy Benoit or another Nancy Argentino. That's the last thing I want to hear. So there's definitely not a good vibe going off there. Absolutely not.
Although, meanwhile, Rogue set up a ladder and once again has ignored it completely.
Yeah,
Alright, never mind.
I don't think anyone else has attempted to climb the ladder other than Elsa.
Did you see Harley Quinn just then? They threw the chair into the ring, but it bounced off the turnbuckle and just fell to the outside.
Fantastic. And look, Pink Ranger's actually going to try and grab the ladder. Oh God! Everyone else has jumped out of the ring. I don't believe it.
Oh,
She's done it. She's done it.
Due to everyone else being an idiot.
Everybody else, literally everyone else, got out of the ring as she was climbing up the ladder. She couldn't have picked a more golden opportunity to grab the title. Good God Almighty, that means the Pink Ranger is the new Amazon League champion. Let's look at some replays here first of all, as Melina brings Rogue in for a little bit of...
Stop stalking people, God.
I know, it's a death there. Driving her head into the mat. Meanwhile, we can see Elsa setting up Harley Quinn for that Van Dominator move in the background. Oh, look at this. We saw that move that Melina did to Rogue. We see Pink Ranger giving Black Widow a big swing. And we see Harley Quinn squashing Elsa. That was good, wasn't it? It's a shame it was in slow-mo. Otherwise that might go in the opening title sequence.
Oh.
Well, we might have to speed it up a bit.
We'll do it a bit.
Yeah. And then, super kick which completely missed.
That was a nice highlight.
Rogue's just like, I'm having none of your shit. And this looks like it was the end there. Hang on a minute. Yeah, Pink Ranger sent her out to the ring.
And there we go, climbing the ladder.
Yeah.
And Melina jumps out the ring.
Melina jumps out the ring. Harley Quinn decides not to get back in the ring. And then they're like, oh shit, it's too late. Because the Pink Ranger grabs the briefcase. And look at that! She is now the Amazon League champion.
Hooray! So we have a new champion. Will it be the first of many for tonight? We shall have to see.
Well, it's a good result for the Power Rangers. Don't forget the White Ranger and the Red Ranger in action tonight. This could be a good evening for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. My God!
Oh God, we're going to have an NWO situation.
But all the Power Rangers win the belts.
Yeah, I think we'll run out of colours for people to join it. We'll have to have a slightly greeny yellow ranger.
What, the Piss Ranger?
Yeah, the Piss, the Mountain Dew Ranger.
Oh, hang on a minute. We appear to be in Arkham Asylum here. Oh God, is this where the Gotham City Street Fight is going to kick off?
It must be, because here's Batman, and there's Bane!
And he's already doing steroids. Is that Brock Lesnar under that mask? Anyone got juice?
Obviously, this is the kick-off of the Gotham City Street Fight, as we see Batman use his back claw to start out the match. Oh, but no, a TV is thrown into him.
Some sort of security camera there. Well, I guess there are no rules. Oh my God, backbreaker!
Backbreaker!
Oh, he could have finished him off already here. Oh no, not again! Oh God! Batman could be broken in half.
Going straight into it.
He's not messing about there. Bane, he wants to keep hold of that World Heavyweight title and he's taking full advantage of these Street Fight rules, and he just threw something at Batman. I don't know what that was, but it was green as it exploded.
Batman trying to keep their way with batarangs and another back claw attack.
Yes, and a big kick there. A big sort of spinning kick. Oh, and he kicks him into the wall and he bounces off. And he just stuck an He just stuck an exploding batarang up his arse.
There are no rules in the Gotham City Street Fight,
which means you can use explosives, guns, I suppose. Oh God, Bane with a power bomb! A power bomb to Batman, and now he's showing off the gun show here.
The bosses kind of missing each other right now.
Yes, they are. They're kind of sort of bit reluctant to sort of do anything else. That they've already given it their all, and the match has only just started. Is there going to be anything left of them? I mean, I should imagine that these guys are going to be fighting all the way through the night. I mean, They're only in Arkham Asylum at the moment. The match has to finish in the ring. Oh God, and Bane just picked up that bed, and oh God, not another. Oh no, he just slammed him down.
Just slammed him that time. He didn't EX the move. Didn't use his meter.
No, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, this is a wrestling match.
Yeah, what are you talking about? This isn't a video game. This is real life. Goddammit!
This is going on right now as we speak. Oh, what's this?
What's Batman doing? Oh, he threw
a smoke. Oh, where did he get tasers from?
What the hell? And he kneed him in the face. And another exploding batarang.
How did that car get
Is that the Batmobile? Oh my God!
Dear God!
He just run him over in the Batmobile.
How did he even get there? There's a solid door.
Is that legal?
I guess. There are no rules after all.
So in Gotham City Street Fight, you're allowed to use your car to run people over.
There are no rules.
Well, I'm sure we'll catch up again with Batman and Bane later on in the programme, whatever's left of them, or maybe we'll pick up with them at some point in part 2. But now we have another wrestling match to have here, and this time it's for one of the belts over on the Showdown brand. As we see the White Ranger making his way out here to the ring, and he's going to take on current hardcore champion Drax the Destroyer. Now, how did this feud kick off? Well, the Guardians of the Galaxy defeated the Power Rangers in tag team action on Showdown Episode 5 back on the 20th of May, beginning the rivalry between the two. Then, Drax and the White Ranger got involved with each other's matches during Showdown Episode 6, which is on the 24th of June. And this has led to this match here tonight. Now, people seem to think that the White Ranger doesn't really stand a chance against Drax the Destroyer. I mean, Drax has been on quite a tear here over the last few months on Showdown, but let's not forget, it's not just Drax that has that MMA background. The White Ranger also has that as well.
Ah, it all makes sense now.
It's all canon, you see.
Everything is real, but also not.
Yes, and look, the animal is here. It's Drax Teaster, everybody. Yes.
I'm just trying to think of something to say about that.
That's why I thought I'd just make a dramatic pause then for you to say something. You had your mouth open as if you were about to say something.
No, it just kind of turned into like a click. I thought it's funny to some guy out there who speaks entirely in click.
I'm terribly sorry, I put you on the spot there, didn't I? But yes, let's just go back to TNA just for a moment, because I've just sort of been working it out in my head.
Yes.
WCW was around from 1988. People might think, well, what about the NWA? Well, you see, it wasn't WCW until Ted Turner bought out Jim Crockett Productions, and he basically took his portion of the NWA and turned it into WCW. So it was WCW from 1988 until 2001 when it closed doors. So WCW was around for 13 years, folks, which means that TNA lasted longer than WCW.
Oh boy.
Now there's a depressing stat. Also, ECW was around for 10 years. It was Eastern Championship Wrestling from 1992 to 1994 before becoming Extreme Championship Wrestling until they also closed their doors in 2001. And yet, those shows, those companies have got a bigger legacy than TNA. ECW has got a bigger legacy than TNA, and TNA had a TV deal for most of that time. ECW didn't.
Yet still today you've got the whole thing with Philly fans going crazy over all matches.
Well, yeah, I mean, you still get people chanting ECW, ECW, and you know,
that's more like ECW,
ECW, and you know, it's where a lot of guys sort of got their sort of big break, or where a lot of guys reinvented themselves. It's where the more sort of gritty, sort of hardcore style came from. It's where WWE copied a lot of their stuff for their Attitude Era. So, you know, you can certainly argue that ECW had its legacy. WCW had its legacy, you know, Monday Nitro, the Monday Night Wars, the NWO, things like that, Sting, Ric Flair, the Four Horsemen. What exactly is TNA's legacy going to be?
I mean, he has Ric Flair on sometimes, and he looked like he was going to have a heart attack every time he spoke.
And he bled pretty much all the time as well.
But he almost killed Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I think that's what the legacy will be. I mean, from that sort of Homecoming documentary, it's basically, this is the place where Kurt Angle went to for about 10 years and damn near killed himself, you know.
So, you know.
Doing, you know, even though he was like, jumped up to the eyeballs on painkillers. He was still doing moonsaults off the top of steel cages and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, Dixie Carter, she's sort of saying, oh, I was concerned about him at first. But it's like, no, you weren't. He saw a big chance to sign a big star who'd had a massive falling out with Vince McMahon, because basically he'd said, look, I'm going to have to let you go because I can't have you wrestling anymore because you're going to damn near kill yourself. She was like, here you go, she may as well have said, here's a big bag of painkillers, come and work for us kind of thing, you know.
Your contract comes with 3 big bags of ice.
Well, I mean, I was sort of hearing some of the stuff where, you know, he'd have like a huge match and then he wouldn't be able to sort of move afterwards. They had to take him out in a wheelchair, or they had to literally put him in a black bin liner full of ice afterwards, you know. There were guys like Samoa Joe and Mickey James sort of saying, you know, you could tell he was hurting backstage, but then when he went out to wrestle, it's kind of like he switched it off, you know. It's like, yeah, because he was fucking eyeballs on painkillers, you know. So I don't know, is that TNA's legacy, you know, the place where Kurt Angle nearly killed himself for 10 years, you know? I mean,
the place that was okay until Hulk Hogan showed up.
It did have its good moments, did TNA. I mean, there was the X Division, of course. I mean, I suppose that's something that you could take from, that could be TNA's legacy. I mean, you've also got AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, The Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. Yep, TNA talent, but they were all well regarded before they were on TNA. And they probably did the best work in Ring of Honor around that time. And to be honest, a lot of them then went on to do bigger and better things when they left TNA and they went on to New Japan Pro Wrestling, when they went back to Ring of Honor, when they went to NXT, when they came to WWE kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
I think one thing that TNA's legacy is going to be is that more Russo bollocks was allowed to continue. You know?
Yeah, because, you know, no one's read Death of WCW.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And, you know, no one obviously thought, oh, well, you know, WCW were alright for a while, wasn't it? You know,
it was okay.
Which is why I'm quite glad that the lads at OSW Review, Old School Wrestling, have decided to cover TNA Wrestling during 2007. The lads have just recently dropped their review of Lockdown 2007, and that's the page, that's the pay-per-view where every match is a cage match.
Oh, why?
I mean, you probably think we're killing the idea of a ladder match here because we've got 3 ladder matches on this event. You know, we've got the women's ladder match, we've got the Money in the Bank ladder match, and we're going to have a ladder match between Flash and Joker for the YouTube title.
Yeah.
You might be thinking, oh, I think you're driving the concept of the ladder match into the ground here. It's like, no, not as much as TNA was driving the idea of a cage match into the ring. As we just see the White Ranger delivering a tornado spin kick there to Drax the Destroyer. Good God Almighty, that might have damn near knocked him out. Referee going for the cover, and no, Drax kicks out. And White Ranger just like, what the hell? What have I got to do to put this guy away?
Although, to be fair, I can't imagine the cage matches would have been as bad as that one UKW one. Did I ever tell you about that one?
Oh, with the really rickety, really unsafe looking cage.
Yeah, well, also, right, the promoter, Jonathan Cedric, put himself in the match. Bear in mind, this is like a fat guy who was wearing a t-shirt and jeans. And when he bought the cage, he didn't buy a door. So the entire first half hour of the match was this fat, sweaty, bald guy trying to climb into the cage.
Absolutely fucking terrified, no doubt.
And like in front of a crowd of people who are getting bored.
Yeah, and it's like, is the match going to start yet?
No, we have to get Jonathan up here. Bring the forklift.
Good God Almighty.
The thing is, he was supposed to win this match as well because, you know, he's like that. He's that sort of person.
So he's the guy that owns and runs the promotion, and he books himself as the biggest star, does he?
Yeah, to win the title match that this was.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he can't actually climb the cage.
Is UKW still on that really obscure Sky TV channel at about 3 o'clock in the morning?
I don't even think
after some dodgy sort of Turkish soap opera.
I don't even think it has a TV deal now, honestly.
Good God. We shouldn't really talk about him, to be honest, because we'll probably end up bumping him into me in the streets knowing how long.
Yeah, it'll be like, oh hey, I watched your YouTube show about fictional wrestlers and in this one episode you talk shit about me. So now I'm not going to do anything because I'm fat and bald.
Do you know, we've actually got more subscribers to our YouTube channel than he has to his. And Drax off the top rope. Oh God, look at that, a bro kick. We see that in the last match. We see more booking being repeated. Damn it, D'Lo!
But no, he breaks out.
And again, the White Ranger is absolutely ecstatic that he can't put this guy away. White Ranger getting frustrated here at not being able to put away Drax the Destroyer. Oh, there's a punch to the back.
And he sends him into the corner.
Sends him into the corner. Oh, elbow there from Drax. Turns him around. Nope. Turns him around. Oh, big clobbering blow to the back of the head. Look at that. Lots of chain wrestling going off here. Another clobbering blow.
Lots of just clobbering blows, honestly.
Yep, Dusty Rhodes would have loved this. There's lots of clobbering. Speaking of which, Dusty actually suggested as a joke. Well, it sort of made it. Well, originally it was only going to be 2 matches.
This is the Lockdown 2007 pay-per-view again.
Yes, sorry. It was only going to be 2 matches that were in a cage. Then Dusty joked, "Hey, baby, why don't you just put everyone in there? Why don't you just make every single match a cage match?" And Russo thought that was a good idea.
Oh, boy. Oh, we've got a pin.
I think we saw another.
And there we go.
We've got a new hardcore champion. After that, another tornado spin kick. The White Ranger. Oh God, that means the bloody Power Rangers have just won 2 matches in a row.
Oh no.
2 belts in a row.
They're taking over.
Is this going to be a sign of things to come? Is the Red Ranger going to dethrone Donkey Kong for that global title later on tonight?
They really are putting it to do.
It's like, holy shit, the Power Rangers have just won everything.
Oh God.
So, you know who else was sort of done as a joke and Russo thought it was a good idea? You know, when Tony Schiavone made the joke about putting the WCW title on David Arquette.
Oh,
and Vince Russo thought that was a good idea as well. It's like, I don't think he understands sarcasm.
No. This is the man that thought that putting all the Mexican wrestlers in the Pinata match was a good idea.
Yeah, because that's not offensive at all, is it?
Oh.
So basically on Lockdown, we've got ourselves a blindfold cage match between James Storm and Chris Harris, during which the blindfolds kept falling off.
Oh boy.
Because, you know, they were cheap. And an electrified cage match between LAX and Team 3D. Not a CZW, baby! Electrified cage, you understand. I mean, as in, they just sort of make out to put a big pipe in, and they just flash the lights on and off whenever someone got chucked into the cage.
Jesus.
So Devon gets chucked into the cage, they flash the lights on and off, and Devon's bigger about the place doing his best fish out of water impression, and meanwhile people going, "Fire Russo! Fire Russo!"
It's a shame that this is audio only because you didn't get to see his amazing flopping.
The fact that I was just flopping.
That
I was literally just flopping about the place. Oh God, that sounds horrible.
Oh yeah.
That's a horrible vision you've just put into the minds of our viewers.
Stop.
Stop it. Anyway, let's concentrate on something positive. Look at this. The White Ranger is the new hardcore champion here at All-CAW Wrestling. And the Pink Ranger is the bloody new Amazon League champion.
So what does this mean? Could the Red Ranger win his match against Donkey Kong? Could other people win other matches?
I don't know. Well, you'll have to come back in part 2 and find out. And I haven't decided at the time of recording if that's going to be tomorrow or next week. So just be subscribed to the channel, alright? That way when part 2 comes on, you'll know exactly when. Subscribe now. Go do it now. Do it. Right, we'll see you in part 2. For the Blue World Order versus Team Five Nights at Freddy's for the Showdown Tag Team titles and the Universe Mode Money in the Bank ladder match. Come back,